This is our topic today: premature death of a family earner. Premature death is very common these days and it's on a rise. The frequency is going up for various reasons: lifestyle changes, poor lifestyle, and all kinds of other issues. The question here is, the head of the family passes away prematurely. Now what happens to the survived spouse? Let's call it wife. What happens to her? Does she know where he kept all his money? What is done with his money? Most of the cases she only knows partially. What that means is a partial the money that he never disclosed to the wife is gone. Why would he not disclose all this money he is handling? If you see a household, if you see a head of the family, say husband of age 45 or 50, he would have worked 20-25 years by now and earned a significant amount of his career salary or career income, and that he saved for children's education, marriage, his retirement, etc. Now he did not disclose all the information for reasons like he never thought he will die, because 45-50 is still a middle age. So he felt lazy. Why would I have to disclose everything? So now this attitude is actually dangerous. Now if you look at these two important facts, RBI is having 40,000 crores of money of debt customers because no one claimed it. Secondly, around 10 crore accounts are also named as unclaimed deposits. This is taking only public sector banks. Now there are private sector banks, there is mutual fund and all kinds of stuff. So this is very serious stuff. People of any age, especially 40, 45, 50, should work on preparing family disaster recovery document. Now if you are wondering why would I need to do this, I'm already doing well, my wife knows everything, all kinds of things. Well, you should ask all these questions to yourself. You should also verify all these questions and see how prepared you and how prepared your wife. Now you will come to see at the end of this exercise that she doesn't know many things that you are doing. So you don't want one of those RBI debt customer whose money is sitting there but it is supposed to be with your dependents. So you take your time, pause the video and read through all these questions that I listed in line number 2. Alright, let's moving on. Number 3. Personally, whether we do it or not, this issue that I am talking about is very much aware of business. For them, it's death of a business unit. That means if a for a company of at least medium to large scale, they have offices in various parts of the country as well as abroad. So they take They take each business unit, say one in Chennai, one in Calcutta, and things like that, very seriously, and they document everything that's going on there. And they have a process called business continuity plan. It's also called disaster recovery plan. What it does is, in the event there is a natural calamity or whatever, and the business data is gone, lost, they have a backup copy, both in a city next to the affected unit, and also a copy in a remote city. That means if the business units Chennai will have a backup copy in the next city, maybe Coimbatore, and also a copy of that in Calcutta as well. And they are also very serious about testing the data, and they do periodical testing, and they also do mock run to check whether everything goes fine. So why I say this is, all these are important for a business, because they don't want any business to die because of a natural calamity or whatever. These are also applicable in personal life as well. Okay, in business it's a business unit, but in personal life it's a head of the family or whoever financially supporting the dependents. It's equally important. So the topic that we are discussing is extremely important. So please give it very high its due respect. Now going to number 4. If you see, the person who is preparing this this FDRD document, which is a family disaster recovery document, typically it is not done by many. The head of the family simply keeps all the financial documents in Almara, and that's it. Why he has a lack of interest? Because this FDRD does not give any reward or benefits to the person who is preparing it, because of the fact that this document comes into effect when he is gone, after his death. It is benefited by his survived family. So that's one reason it is not prepared. It's purely a lazy kind of situation here. Whereas if the husband goes for a movie or shopping or a pleasure trip, he also enjoys part of it, so he has that motivation to go for it. But in the case of FDRD preparation, it is not there much. Alright, and I told you the reason. Now if you see the premature death kind of thing that's happening frequently these days, these are the major reasons. Okay, be it accident, health risk, or suicide, whatnot. These are the reasons. I can encourage you to go through these slowly and ask yourself what situation you are, and if you are into many or one of these situations, you are under risk of a premature death. Okay, so take your time and do a checklist on this and correct it. All right, and that will be a great thing that you're doing for your dependents. Moving on to number 5. I already told this. FDRD is generally not done by many. Alright, I checked with many. Nobody has done much. They are all doing partially. They think they will not die at a young age, so they're just being lazy. Alright, but it's not right. If you truly loves your dependents, your aged parents, your children who is young, wife who is supposed to take care of the dependents when you are if you are unfortunately dying, it's very important you prepare the document so that they are aware what you are doing with the money. Number 6. So how did I do FDRD? So I did the FDRD. So I just used a Word document in Google Drive and prepared the document. My FDRD goes for 18 pages. Okay, and now the important question is, how much information should go into FDRD? Well, you have to ask this question. Okay, this question should be answered to each and every money that you have kept somewhere, and you should fill in the details so that they are given with enough information to recover that money. Alright. Also, you should have a habit of using Google Calendar of some kind of calendar and enter all the recurring events like bills and other obligations, and it should send an email to your Gmail or any email. I mean, every Google event that is occurring that you have to pay someone or some obligation. I use Google Calendar, so my Google Calendar will send an email to my Gmail, and it sits in the inbox. So it reminds me. It reminds me because I check inbox every day. So one another good thing with this practice is, if your family is aware of this reminders that is coming in the inbox, it's easy for them to check the inbox to know what's going on in the house, that a payment is pending and things like that. So it is taken off from the head that you have to memorize everything. So this is a good thing you can do. So even if you are not there, away for some reason, they can manage the bills and things like that by checking the inbox daily. Alright. Now this is the index of my FDRD document. You can see here that I was very keen in entering all the financial things that I am doing, my passwords, my all kinds of things. Just encourage you to pause it and go through the different topics and the detail that I entered here. It also includes property deeds, tax procedures and all kinds of stuff, bills, company stocks, banks, pension, insurance, liability, all that stuff. So whatever you are dealing with to financially, also other liabilities, both assets and liability, and your long-term financial products, all that stuff should be documented. Alright, all that should be documented. Okay, so pause the video, just go through this. Moving on to F. Where is F? Okay. Now that you prepared this, the next key step is you make the dependents aware of this. Also give them some basic training, because these days everything is online, so technical training and basic technical training is required for them to manage this. So the first thing you need to do is make your wife and elderly children aware that death is a fact. Tell them that I will also face death. So what are you going to do? So they will really stumble and shocked, because they don't know anything. So that gives them a feeling of ownership to understand this process, and they will take interest. Okay, and you go slow by you go easy and slow, because depends upon number of pages, and because they have to absorb and understand this slow and easy. Alright. Also you have to do a practical demo of all the products that you are managing online, so that's also very important. And once in 6 months you can make them do all these activities you are doing, so that they are comfortable and they don't forget. Alright, now one last thing you need to do is, so 2 things we done now. As a head of the family, I prepared the FDRD nice and clean. I made my dependents aware of it, give them sufficient training. Now one more thing you need to do is, you need to also include your immediate family members, because these days there are multiple deaths happening in a car crash. Alright, there is a possibility that both I and my wife die during that crash and my children survive. If such thing happens, your FDRD should not be wasted. So there comes the need of a basic minimum training given to immediate family members. That could be your sibling or someone very 200% that you trust. Alright, so for that what I did is very simple thing. All I did was I prepared couple of videos, alright, where it shows how to enter the house, where you can find the door key, what are the key almaras and tables, and I opened it in the video showing them where is each and everything kept, where the key is kept, where is the hard disk, meaning external hard disk kept, where is the backup to external hard disk kept. Now all that you touched on FDRD, physically you have to run through show a video, and they should be able to find and trace and locate each and every key thing that you discussed in the FDRD. Also you should have a piece of paper where you written the mobile unlock password, Gmail password, etc. Basically all it says, basically if your sibling enter the house and start accessing the FDRD document, he should have enough information in the video where he is able to physically access what all needed. Okay, so you make sure you capture all that thing in the video, so the video helps him quickly understand things than the text explanation. Now such a file is only a 1-page file. You don't really need a big one. It's a one-page file. Simply says where are those videos kept and where is the FDRD document kept and all that basic things. Okay, so the immediate family member with the help of videos will able to enter the house, will open the laptop, attach the hard disk, login using your Gmail, whatever passwords required, and he will be able to go one by one through the FDRD and able to help the survived children. Okay, and FDRD is not a one-time document, and obviously things changes over a period of time, so you have to update the FDRD whenever you purchase new product or you change things. Okay, so pretty much that's it. I'm going to the second part G. So it's very important you accept the fact that death can happen to you or your wife. Alright, and let's face it, and it's very critical that you implement FDRD. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And these are some of the topics that came into my mind during this while preparing this video content. If you see this is important to you that we should discuss further, I encourage you to tell me in the comment section and we will get to it. Okay, So with that we are getting done here. Please read the disclaimer and I wish you all the best. You take care.